Hey guys, welcome to your second yoga class for Yoganuary with me, Lizzie, and Jazz. I hope you enjoyed the first class. We're going to do something a little bit different today. So in comparison to Jazz's lovely mindful flow, we're going to turn up the heat and we're going to work a little bit more with some dynamic postures. We're going to move a little bit quicker, a few more flows. So let's get moving. We've got 30 minutes. We're going to begin in a child's pose. So just start by taking the knees to a position that feels comfortable. They can be closer together or a little bit wider towards the edges of the mat. And let's make this pose a little bit more active by stretching the hands forwards as much as you can, so lengthening out through the arms. And at the same time, just allow the sit bones to ground back towards the heels. So allowing the forehead to meet the ground, if that's comfortable. And if you haven't already, just close your eyes. Take a few moments here to tune in and connect with your breath. And just allow yourself to feel the body grounding down towards your mat. So feeling that connection and finding that simultaneous relaxation into the breath to enable this connection with your body. So before we start to move, just take a moment to find tiny pause and a little bit of gratitude for your physical body today. Notice how you feel in your physicality and allow this to guide you in your practice. So if there are things that don't feel right in your body or you'd prefer to take a modification, you'd prefer to take a rest or a child's pose, then do this. It's your practice. You're here simply for you. So just feel how the body, the physicality feels right now in this moment, and allow that to be the priority along with the breath. So from here, from your child's pose, we'll take an inhale to slightly lift the gaze and the chin forwards and then pull the body up towards a tabletop position. Keep pressing down through the shins and driving through the palms. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest and allow the spine to lengthen. As you exhale, allow the belly to draw in as you round slightly into the back and then sink the hips back down towards the heels. So keeping the eyes closed or a soft gaze, we'll do that a few more times. Inhale to draw the body forwards. At the end of the breath, allow the belly to drop down as you lift the collarbones up. As you exhale, belly draws in, rounding as you sink back, hips to heels. Feel the connection first, then inhale, pulling forwards away from the heels. Final time here, lengthening, expanding across the chest. Exhale, drawing belly in as you press the weight back towards the heels. Nice. As you inhale, come forwards, back to your tabletop position, and then we're going to lower all the way down onto the belly. So you can kind of come down as you like, maybe practicing a modified chaturanga in a straight line down. From here, we're going to take the hands a little bit wider than our mat and allow your hands to arrive on fingertips. Tops of the feet press down. Feet are hip distance apart, and then using the breath we'll ride the body up as you inhale, lifting the chest away from the mat. Last thing to lift is the chin and lengthen out through the back of the neck as the elbows draw in towards each other. As you exhale, reverse the movement, lowering softly down. Maybe the forehead touches the floor. And then 3 more times. So inhaling, using the breath to lift and lengthen. And the arms don't have to straighten, maybe there can be a slight softness there as you exhale, rippling down. Twice more using your own breath, maybe starting to engage your ujjayi breath if that's in your practice. So just gently constricting the back of the throat to create more of a vocalized breath. So in and out through the nose still, constricting the throat, ujjayi pranayama. Nice. Once you've finished your final round, we're going to come straight into Sphinx pose. So keeping the legs where they are, just bring the forearms and the hands forwards in line with the shoulders. press through the shins, the tops of the feet. And then as you inhale, lift out of the top of the head. Draw the shoulders back slightly. If there's any pressure or tension through your lower back, just turn the glutes on ever so slightly, feeling the back of the neck really lengthening out. Nice. Taking another breath here in Sphinx pose. And then from Sphinx pose, we're going to move straight into our first strength building posture. So from here, tuck the toes, take an inhale. As you exhale, really strong through the core, and then lift the whole body away from the mat as you draw belly button into spine, engaging Uddiyana Bandha, pressing the heels behind you, really driving through the forearms and the hands coming into your half plank. Remember here to lengthen out the breath, so smooth out the breath. Try not to shorten the breath here, even when it becomes a little bit more challenging. Another breath here in stillness. And then you have the option to stay as you are, which is actually quite hard, or add a little bit of movement. So from here, we're going to pick up the right foot and bend the right knee, so heel comes towards the glute. And then if you can, you're rocking over towards the left and just tapping the right foot towards the floor. As you exhale, come back to center and lower the right foot down. Inhale to bend the left knee, and then same on the other side, rocking over, tapping the left toes, and exhale back. One more each side. Inhale to bend the leg. Exhale over. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, right foot down. One more time. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, take it to the other side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left foot down, really nice. Lowering all the way down onto the belly, untucking the toes, hands under the shoulders, take an inhale breath, cobra, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, release the head, the chest down, tucking toes. Let's meet in a downward facing dog. So sending the hips back and up, maybe starting to feel the fire created in the body here. Spreading the fingers wide. Hips go back and up. Feel free to take any movement that feels nice or just stay in stillness. Really nice breathing. Okay, from your down dog, let's take an inhale to look forward. So send the drishti towards the top of the mat. Soften the knees as you lift the heels. And then step or take a little bunny hop, feet to hands. As you inhale, take your hands to shins and then lengthen out the spine as you send the head forwards, the hips back. As you exhale, fold down, face towards the shins. Inhale, press through the feet as you lift the whole body up. Hands and go up into prayer, gaze at your thumbs. Exhale, release the thumbs back down towards your heart and straighten the arms for Tadasana. Allow the palms to face forwards. Nice. So feeling this upwards lift through the whole body, but also grounding through the feet. Take a moment here to connect with your breath. And then as you inhale, open the eyes if they're closed, reach the hands wide, gaze at the thumbs. As you exhale, let's fold forwards from the hips, allowing the hands to meet the earth. Inhale to lift into your halfway position. Exhale, hands to floor. We step the right foot back, all the way to the back of your yoga mat, and drop down onto your right knee. The back toe untucks. As you inhale, sweep the hands high. Anjaneyasana, press through the feet, lift through the chest and the arms. As you exhale, release the hands back down towards the mat as you tuck the back toe. The right knee lifts, and then we're walking the hands all the way round to the right. At the same time, just pivoting the feet so we can end up in a forward fold position. So coming straight into Prasarita Padottanasana, we'll take an inhale, come high onto fingertips, lift halfway. And then as you exhale, folding into the pose. So your feet should be quite wide here. If you find this really particularly difficult, you can either take a block underneath the hands and just take the hands forwards. Maybe you can demonstrate, Jazz. So you can take the block a little bit further forwards to create the length through the spine, and that's going to help bring the ground a little bit closer towards you. And then folding in to find a flat back as much as you can. Sending the weight forwards into the toes, at the same time finding lift and buoyancy through the sit bones and the hips driving back. If you find this pose particularly easy, you can always take the feet a little bit closer to find a deeper forward fold here into the hips. Nice. Taking one more breath here, Prasarita Padottanasana. And then we're going to transition straight into the next pose. So take an inhale, lift out of the fold onto fingertips. Turn the left foot to face the front of the mat. Keep the right foot where it is. And then we're going to walk the left hand over to the inside of that left foot. As you inhale, start to peel open the right hand. So we're coming straight into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Now again, if this is a pose that's new to you or new to yoga, you can take a block underneath the hand. What we're thinking about is not really how far down the hand can go to the floor, but we're thinking about this length through the top hand at the same time as unraveling the right side of the chest towards the sky. So don't forget to power up through the back leg, press through the feet equally, smoothing out the body, but at the same time the breath. Eventually start to smooth out the thoughts in the mind as well. Take another breath here, reaching up through the top hand, and then change the drishti down towards the left foot. As you inhale, we rise, bending into the front leg, warrior two. Now feel free to just kind of slide or shuffle the back foot behind you to create a wider stance. Reach the arms in opposite directions. Allow the shoulders to soften, and even if you've been in this pose 100 times before, find something interesting to focus on. The ribcage draws together. The drishti is in a one-pointed focus directly over the left middle finger. Nice. As you inhale, flip the front palm, reach forwards. As you exhale, right hand behind the back, reverse your warrior. Lovely. Circle both hands to the floor. Plant the hands strong through the arms, step back, engaging the core to your high plank. Here comes the challenge. As you inhale, we're going to keep the knees off the floor, elbows close to the ribcage, lower down, chaturanga. As you exhale, press back up. You can use the knees on the floor if you need to. One more time, inhale down. Exhale, press back up. From here, drop the knees, send the hips back towards the heels, lengthen through the arms, and then look forwards. Pull the body forwards as you scoot close to the mat, inhaling into a back bend, cobra or upward dog. If you're in up dog, squeeze the glutes, lift the thighs, lift the chin. Exhale, waving back, downward facing dog. Taking a breath, taking a moment. Nice. As you inhale, send the drishti forwards, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or jump the feet towards the hands. Nice. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Beautiful. Inhale, standing tall, press the ground away, reach through the arms, look up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. As you inhale, lifting and lengthening halfway. Exhale, hands back to the floor. Step back, this time with your left leg, all the way to the back. Nice. Drop down onto your back knee. And rise. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, looking up, grounding through the feet. Not staying here. As you exhale, release the hands to the earth. Maybe the back toe is already still tucked. We lift the knee. And then walk the hands all the way around to the left for forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana, other side. So you have the option to come into exactly the same pose that you did before with the hands either forwards, or you can walk them back in line with the feet. Other option is to take a lovely shoulder opener. So you can take the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, and then start to extend out through the arms, drawing the hands further away from your lower back as much as you possibly can in this moment, in this day. So find your capacity, organize the body, and then simply drop into the breath. Bring your full awareness into the breath. Allow the breath to feed the pose and any discomfort in the pose. Knowing that it's not permanent, we're going to move on after one more round of breath. Lovely. If your hands are interlaced behind the back, just slowly release them, bringing the hands down to the earth. The right foot turns forwards this time. And then we walk the hands over to the inside of the right foot. Maybe take a block if you did the other side. As you inhale, allow the body to open up towards the left, lifting out of that left hip. So trying to really power up through the legs here. The whole body is active. Maybe the drishti goes up towards that left index finger. If you can, peer up towards the left hand with the right eye as well. So you're kind of really tuning in to this one-pointed focus. Take another breath here in Trikonasana. And then look down as you exhale. As you inhale, rise straight away into Warrior Two, bending into the front leg. Pausing here, sinking further into the right leg, being mindful that the right knee is not rolling in. So we're trying to track right knee over right little toe, lifting out of the hips and the waist for another breath. As you inhale, flip the front palm, lean forwards to create space, and then exhale, left hand behind the back, reverse the warrior, just for a moment, a brief moment, lifting, inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down to the floor. Step back into your high plank. From here, legs are strong, arms are strong. Take an inhale, lower, 2 press-ups. Exhale, rise. Remember the knees can drop if you need to. Inhale, lower, use the breath. Exhale, rise. Drop the knees. Sink the hips back to the heels, look forwards. Pull forwards. As you inhale, open the chest, shoulders down, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice work. Take an inhale, breath through the nose, cleansing breath. Let it go through the mouth. One more, breathing in. Really let it go. Audible exhale. Nice work. Okay, from here, take an inhale, look forwards. Lift heels, bend knees, step or jump towards the top of the mat. Breathing in, lift the body halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper, stretching into the hamstrings. Inhale, let's rise back to standing. Gaze at your thumbs in prayer. Exhale, Tadasana, as and when you're ready. So really tuning in, allowing the body and the breath to connect as we continue to flow. So breathing in, reaching the hands up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back. Same as before, dropping onto the back knee. Inhale, just for a breath, lift. Maybe a back bend if you want to, sink forwards and open the chest. Exhale, release the hands to the floor, lift the back knee. Same as before, we walk the hands over to the right. Turn the feet so that they're parallel to the short edges of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, wide leg forward fold. Crown of the head drops down. Take another breath as you press the feet down, lift the hips high. Option to stay here, guys, or add the challenge. So we're going to take the hands behind us. Fingertips face away from us. Be mindful of plants behind you. And then start to, if you want to, take the challenge with me. Walk the hands back. Eventually lift the toes as you press the heels into the floor and slide all the way down towards the floor. Don't worry if you have to take a few practices or pause the video. That's totally fine. Take an inhale, lift the arms up. Take an exhale, forward fold. So this forward fold might just be releasing the hands to the floor and keeping the chest lifted, or maybe the hands can walk further forward. So find your expression, your variation of forward fold, stretching into the insides of the legs. Just another breath here, inhale. Exhale, start to pad the hands back. And we need to rise back to where we came from. So flex the feet, take the challenge if you're with me. Press the hands into the mat, fingers facing away. Lift up and walk the hands forwards. Nice. You might need to shuffle the feet a little bit closer, otherwise you're going to end up in the splits. And then turn the left foot towards the top of the mat. Same as before, we walk the hands to the top of the mat. Place the left hand inside of the foot or a block. Open the right hand, Trikonasana. So we've been here before, we're not going to hold the pose, we're just going to take an inhale to look up towards the right hand, and then take an exhale to look down first. So find the balance before inhaling, rise the body, warrior two. Nice. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, flip the front palm, lean forwards. Exhale, reverse. As you reverse, lift the left heel away from the mat, sinking forwards more into the left leg. Beautiful. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, back to warrior two, drop the left heel. So adding on a little bit, we're going to pivot forwards as we rise onto the back toe. Feel free to shuffle the legs. Maybe the legs are too wide and you need to take a shorter step. Then inhale, lift the hands up. Take a moment to root through the feet as you feel the hands lift, the belly draw in, the rib cage come together. Nice. Drishti is forwards. Take another breath here, reach through the hands. And then as you exhale, we're going to add a twist. So start to bring the hands into prayer and lower the hands past the heart. Right elbow comes towards left thigh. So setting up for this pose, you may already just want to drop that back knee down to make this more comfortable. If you're okay here, keep that right knee lifted. Take an inhale, lengthen the head and the chest forwards. Exhale, turn and twist to the left. Something I quite like to do here to find more depth is take the right hand and create a little fist with the hand and then start to press that fist into the palm of the left hand. Use that connection to aid the twist even more round towards the left. Shoulders are soft. Breathing nice and smoothly. Finding connection and comfort in this pose. Belly draws in. Breath is engaged. Nice. And then slowly release. You can keep the back knee on the floor, or if the knee is lifted, just undo the pose. We're going to inhale wherever you are, lift the hands up. Nice, Jazz. As you exhale, release the hands down. Finally, step back into your high plank. As you exhale, take a normal vinyasa, so lower either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, one straight line. Inhale, drive and pull the body forwards, upward facing dog. And exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Lovely. As you inhale, let's lift the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the top knee and start to open the right knee up towards the sky. Nice. Keep the hands and the arms pressing down into the mat equally. Either staying here, maybe taking a little look underneath the left armpit to see the right foot, or if you're comfortable, start to flip the dog into wild thing. So you're dropping the right foot down, releasing the right hand from the floor and sinking the hips down first. So take an inhale, that's it, lower down. Then as you exhale, lift the hips up. Stretch the right hand forwards. Feel that expanse and that opening across the front of the body. Take another breath here in Wild Thing or in three-leg dog. If you're in Wild Thing, exhale, right hand to the mat. Inhale, three-leg dog, so shoot the right leg back and up. Exhale, knee to nose, draw the body forwards, high plank. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, release the right foot to the mat. Nice. As you inhale, shift the body forwards, high plank. Exhale, another vinyasa. Exhale towards the mat. Really nice. Inhale, open, enjoy the stretch across the front. Exhale, meeting in your downward facing dog. Cleansing breath, breathing in deeply, full belly. Exhale through the mouth. Lovely. As you inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Your journey, stepping or jumping towards the top of the mat. Breathe in, lengthen and lift the body halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Maybe the palms turn forwards. Connect with the rhythm of your breath. Let's flow. Inhale, reach the hands up. Left side as you exhale, folding back down, position we've been in before. Inhale, let's lengthen, look beyond the nose. Exhale, step back, left leg. Inhale, breath rises us up. Anjaneyasana, find the full expression as you lift the heart space. Exhale, hands to floor, lifting the back knee. Pat the hands round, forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. So little change here. I'm going to turn around to demonstrate this one. So from your Prasarita Padottanasana, hands come under the shoulders. I want you to straighten out the arms, press the hands into the mat, draw in through the lower belly, and then see if you can shift the weight forwards into the front of the hands, into the fingers, and lift the heels up away from the mat. So it's like you're about to lift up, sweep the legs up into a handstand, press the ground away, feel the belly engage, more weight into the hands, pressing, driving down, lifting the hips for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, lower the heels. Lovely. Turn the right foot towards the top of your mat, transitioning straight into Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose. As you inhale, lift the left hand up. As you exhale, pause. Another inhale to lengthen in the pose. Exhale, look down towards the right foot. Inhale, warrior two. Lovely. Exhale to stay and sink down. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse the warrior, but lift the right heel. Nice. Breathing in, stretching and lengthening across the right waist. And then exhale, release back to warrior two. Take the inhale to turn the body forward. So pivot on the back toe. Make it as smooth as you can. Reach the hands up. And then as you exhale, add the twist. Pavrita Parshvakonasana, turning towards the right. Keep the right elbow high. Keep the left knee lifted or down towards the floor. And then take the variation of fisting up into the right hand, using that connection to add a little bit more leverage to the pose. Take a couple of moments to observe the body in this pose. Notice the breath as the torso is in this twisted formation. Nice. And then look down towards the floor. As you inhale, undo the pose. Reach the hands up first. Then exhale, hands to mat, step back. Move through a vinyasa. So use your breath, exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing, Ardha Mukha. Exhale, downward facing. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, lift the left leg back and up behind you. As you exhale, bend the top knee. Feel the opening across the hips as you stack left hip on top of right. Really nice. And then you have the option to stay here and breathe, which is equally as challenging, or flip the dog entirely, taking it into your wild thing. Maybe lower the hips first, then lift them up to really reach and find space. You're on the left toes, you're light on the left toes, grounding through the right foot. Take another inhale breath. And then as you exhale, ground the left hand, shoot the left leg back up towards the sky, three-leg dog. Exhale, draw forwards, knee to nose. And then rising back up, three-leg dog, nice. Lower the left foot down, lightly touching the ground. Inhale, ride the breath forwards, high plank. As you exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, rise back up, high plank. Drop the knees. Send the hips back first, that's it. Then pull forwards, inhale. Lifting off the thighs, off the knees, up dog. Exhale, drop the knees. This time just sit the hips back towards the heels and place the hands in the lap. They can be resting palm in palm or just resting on the thighs. Roll the shoulders back, close the eyes. Allow yourself to settle here. Allow yourself to notice the energy flowing, pulsing through the body. Maybe actually enjoying the stillness, tuning into the sensations, tuning inwards rather than outwards. Take another moment or so. Nice. Beautiful. From here, gently blink open the eyes and then take the hands forwards as you tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Nice. Take an inhale to shift the gaze forwards, lift the heels, bend the knees. Your journey, stepping or jumping the feet towards the top of the mat. Inhale, breath, halfway lift. Exhale, breath, forward fold. Nice. As you inhale, bend the knees generously. Sit the hips back and then reach the hands up into Utkatasana chair pose, sitting back into your imaginary chair, drawing the rib cage together, the belly in. Deepening the breath, challenging the body here, challenging the mind to stay for one more round. Inhale. As you exhale, forward fold, straighten out the legs, Uttanasana. Lovely. From here, bend the knees. Allow the heels to rise away from the floor, coming down into a toe squat. And then walk the hands back behind you and sit all the way down onto sit bones. Keep the knees tucked in towards the chest as you sit back, send the weight slightly backwards. The feet become lighter, the toes become lighter, and then one by one lift the feet up. Arms alongside the legs into Navasana, boat pose. So be mindful you're not rounding. I want you to draw the shoulders back, lift the heart space. Feel the abdominals switch on. You can stay here or you can challenge yourself by straightening out the legs. We're here just for another 2 minutes. No, I'm just joking. We're here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. It's a rubbish joke that I always make. Cross the legs, roll over the shins, and then step back to your high plank position. Exhale, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, breath, upward facing dog. Exhale, breath, downward facing dog. Yes, guys. Lovely. From here, drop the knees down towards the floor and just let yourself sit back onto the heels. So to finish our practice today, the option is there to take an inversion. So this is your time really. You can take whatever you feel comfortable with. From here, it's quite nice to go into a headstand if that's in your practice, so supported or tripod headstand. If you prefer to take a shoulder stand, you can take a shoulder stand. You can use a wall and do legs up the wall so you're not actually coming into a balance. If you're not familiar with any inversion that you want to take, then take a child's pose or take an extended shavasana. I wanted to throw this option in there just to add this final moment of activity in the body, but if it's not for you, then just, you've done enough. We're already at the 30-minute mark. If you're in your inversion, use your own internal awareness to pause in this pose. Try to take around 10 breaths. Try to find a moment or a inwards connection where nothing else matters. Redirect the breath into the pose. Find that inner stillness, that inner silence. Wherever you are, take 3 more rounds of breath. If you have any variations in your shoulder stand or in your headstand, you want to be a bit funky, take that for the final 2 rounds of breath. And then let's all lower down. If you took a headstand, take a child's pose. If you took a shoulder stand, take maybe a twist or a happy baby or knees to chest. If you are in a child's pose already, start to make your way onto your back. So wherever you are, we're now descending into relaxation. So however many breaths you need to recover from the inversion, take those, and then start to transition onto your back. Final pose, Shavasana. Allowing yourself to sink into the mat. Really is nothing else for you to do. We've done a lot of charging up the body, energizing the breath, distracting the mind. So now just let everything become natural. No more hard work, just simple relaxation, letting go of any manipulation of the breath, allowing the eyes to relax, allowing the jaw to relax, and trying to commit here to the stillness. Observing how you perhaps sink more and more into yourself. And so if you have more time, then please feel free to stay in Shavasana for up to 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to leave you here in your final resting position so you have the choice of what you do next. Wherever you go, whatever you choose to do, and however you choose to finish the practice, be mindful, be gentle. And until next time, when we see you back on the mat for some more yoga practice, have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining us. Namaste.